The muscle up is a very interesting exercise, to say the least. And there's two general rules of thought when it comes into the muscle up. Some see it as like the holy grail of exercise, right? Other people, which is kind of like the newer age of thought, see it as a waste of time. like some people say that it's just these people say that it's just a party trick, and it's just a party trick. It's not really that practical. It's not really doing that much for you in terms of building muscle, and that general negative outlook on it, and then a positive outlook on it. I personally love muscle ups, but when it comes up to those two school of thoughts, I'm like somewhere in the middle, but I'm still closer to it being the holy grail than it being the absolute just don't do this workout, it's a waste of time. And let me explain why. So the muscle up, like while some of these things that people say are true in terms of it not stimulating the like there being better workouts for the muscles that it works, right? For building muscle and for strength, building size, mass, right? All workouts are designed differently. All workouts are not made equally. So in that case, they have their strengths and they have their weaknesses. Muscle ups has its weaknesses, but it also has its strengths, and these are the reasons why I personally love the muscle up. So the first one is the general idea, the simple idea that the muscle up is literally stimulating a large group of muscles. Like you're stimulating your triceps, you're stimulating your deltoids, you're stimulating your pectoral muscles, you're stimulating your core and your forearms, all in one exercise. In my opinion, that's a big deal. And yes, there are other workouts that stimulate those muscles more, but how many of those exercises stimulates them at the same time? So that's the first and the simple level one benefit of the muscle up. Level two is now we're focused on explosive power. So a lot of people train for different reasons. Most of them are to look good and to be strong. Even though these are two reasons that I train as well, but I don't just train for strength and appearance. I also train mobility and I also train explosiveness. And this is because, one, I play basketball. Two, I believe that mobility and explosiveness are integral to being a optimal human being. And here on this channel, it's like that's the main thing that I'm interested in learning and teaching, is how to be on the good side of evolution, how to be on the surviving side of evolution. And I do truly believe that there's a lot of scenarios where strength can't save you, that explosiveness and mobility can. And so we have to have all of it. And so this is where the muscle up comes in. Again, explosive power is needed to get from the top of the bar, or get from the bottom of the bar, from hanging, all the way to the top where you can lift yourself over, or getting to that point right before you lift yourself over. You need explosiveness. You need explosiveness for the whole workout. So there's a lot of people who are strong. They say that the base level strength that you need to have in order to do a muscle up is 12 to 15 pull-ups, and not the pull-ups where you have to use your legs to assist you. The 12 to 15 strict, no assisted pull-ups, which is difficult in itself. So it's not to say that you don't need strength to do the muscle up, but the explosive, when the explosive power kicks in, that's how you know whether you're lacking in explosive power or not, because there's many people who can do this many pull-ups but they still can't do a muscle up. And that's because, yes, they're strong, but they're not explosive. And so it's a good way to train your explosiveness as a human being, because I believe like it's not just for athletes, it's for everybody. We want to be able to apply a large amount of force quickly. That is an advantage in almost everything that you could possibly want to do if it has anything to do with physical activity. And so the third reason is mobility. So part 2 and part 3 kind of go hand in hand. Mobility. When you get to the top of the bar, you have to then rotate your grip, change your grip, and then use the dip to push yourself up. And this is you need joint mobility for this. And this is why a lot of people say that it's bad, like they're bad for you. I don't at all believe that it's bad for you. Yes, if you have really bad joints, like really bad joint pain, maybe it's not the exercise for you. But I do believe that training your joint mobility is not a bad thing at all. If anything, it's a great thing that you should do if you can do it without experiencing any pain. And so, so within the muscle up, not only are you training strength of a large group of muscles, you're also training explosiveness, being able to apply a large amount of force in a short amount of time. And then 3, mobility, being able to move, mobility in the upper body. And these are a lot of qualities that many athletes lack in because of overemphasis on strength, on raw strength, because mobility and explosiveness, they're a certain type of strength, but just emphasis on raw strength, being able to get a big amount of weight off of you, which is practical in its own right. But these other qualities, muscle ups, they bring to the table that a lot of other exercises don't.